Okay, so now it's time to route the two cables from the tailgate down to the main body of the car. And if you remove this little rubber boot, okay, it makes the job a lot easier, especially because you have this big RCA jack and it's kind of tight in here. I found that if you spray some, I have Corrosion X, but WD-40 will probably work just as well. If you spray inside the rubber boot, this is the channel for the washer hose for the rear wiper. So there's no electrical in here that you have to worry about. So once you spray that lubricant inside that tube, the RCA jack slides quite well through it. And now I'm going to tie it, the power wire to the RCA jack wire, since I have 15 feet of it, and pull that wire through together with the other one. So make the job a lot easier. Okay, so here we see the two the two cables, the video cable and the power cable from the camera. Went through the rubber boot over here, and now it's in the main body of the car. And if you just pull the headliner down just a bit underneath this rubber piece, you can see that the two cables are now inside the trunk, and we can just route it, along the edge here, so that it will come out in here so we can get access to the backup light. Alright, all the plastic pieces are back on. Okay, the wire is routed. Okay, if you take this little bolt out, okay, then you're able to pull this back and route the wires nicely inside. And again, it's the snap-on type deal, so if you get a good tug, it'll come out quite easily. And then you can see the two wires, the video cable and the power cable coming through. They're ready to be hooked up. One of them is going to go to the ground and also to the reverse light, and the video cable is ready to go towards the front of the car. It's getting dark, so we're going to call it a day, and we'll continue another day. Alright, so here we are again, and last time we had routed the power cable and the video cable from the camera in the tailgate area all the way up to the rear tail light assembly, and we had run the wires all the way up to the little access panel. Today's task, we're going to run the video cable down the bottom of the trunk where the spare tire is kept, through the rear bench seat and along the door sill, which is down here. And the final destination is going to be the black box, which is the navigation unit / GPS. I've slid the driver's seat forward so you can get a good look at the navigation unit. The seat is held by 4 bolts. There are 2 in the back and 2 in the front. And for better access, I'm going to be removing the seat as well. And let's get started. So I've removed all the paraphernalia that's associated to getting to the spare tire, and you will see that I've pulled the video cable already down from the access panel. It just drops in and you can pull it, fish it out quite easily. And there's the cable, the line back here on the trunk area. And luckily, there you can't really see it from this side, but you get a good shot on the other side. There's a little access tunnel that goes from the trunk area to the rear bench seat area. So we're gonna pull the cable to that area, and I've pulled the seat bottom already out. It just basically here it is, and you just lift up in the front straight up, and the seat comes snaps right out of there. And then the little access tunnel, it's kind of hard to see, but I'll try to put the camera right there. You can see the daylight on the other side, and that's where we're going to feed our video cable through. And then here along the door sill on the bottom, this little plastic piece also snaps up, and there's a nice channel right here that we can run the video cable. There's an existing harness here already, so we can run our video cable parallel to it and put a couple tie wraps to secure it. And then we're very close to the nav unit, and we'll probably have to run another 3 feet or so, and we're going to be right on the back of that unit. Okay, so the video cable has been routed through the trunk, and all the pieces are back together. And right over here on the door sill, you can see the cable right over here, and we just got another couple feet to go. Okay, I'm about ready to take out the seat, and there's two bolts underneath these plastic caps are here. There's one right there on the bottom, and this other one here, the bolt is on the side over there, and there's 2 additional ones in the front. Alright, so as you can see, the video cable has been routed all the way to the driver's seat, and along the way I had to take this little piece off so we can get better access and route the cable right down here nice and neat. I also had to take the seat belt cover off. It's a long piece, and here it is, and once again that piece is held by the those famous plastic push pins. I also took off the 4 bolts for the seat, and then when I slid the seat back, I kind of tilted it like this, and it gives us pretty good access to the harnesses that go on the back of the navigation unit. So the Navtool adapter is going to sit right here on this little plastic shelf with some double-sided tape, and then we're going to be able to make all the electrical connections from here to the special harness. So today we're going to do our electrical connections, and we're going to start on the back by the tail light assembly. So I've pulled out the bulb and the base of the reverse light out so that we can easily manage connecting the wires to the 2 wires for the reverse light. You want to make solder connections rather than using those T-taps because I heard that there's some reliability issues in terms of vibration, and those connections could come off and become intermittent. So we stripped about 1/2 inch off the existing wiring harness. The white black wire is the ground, and the blue red wire is the +12 that goes to the reversing lamp. You just apply some solder to it, let it cool off, and then put some electrical tape, and you're ready to go. Next, we're going to go up to the navigation unit underneath the driver's seat and make those electrical connections. Okay, so I've wired everything up, and the first thing is I mounted the toggle switch right here, and the toggle switch is used to switch between the 2 video inputs. I mounted the Navtool box right over here with some double-sided tape on top of there's a plastic cover here for the nav unit. And when you buy the Navtool, you get a comprehensive wiring diagram. There's a main harness over here that provides you with the auxiliary power, ground, and reverse indication. So you need to pick those wires up. And again, use solder connections instead of those T-taps. You'll see right here that this is the main harness that originally was going right in here to the nav unit. Now it's going inside the nav unit, and it comes out of here, and this new cable plugs into the original slot in the nav unit. Okay, so everything is looking good. Next step is we got to try it out. Alright, so we're ready to test the backup camera. So let's see how this goes. Alright, we're going to engage reverse. And there it is. And you can see the backup grids, which is pretty nice. And we can test the video 1 and video 2 inputs. So video 1 says no signal because I have nothing connected there. And then we can go back to the backup camera, which is right there. So everything looks good. And that concludes the backup camera installation on a 2004 Toyota Prius.